Namaskaram. Welcome to the course Basics of Electronics. In this video, I'll be discussing on voltage versus current. Among these, which one is dangerous for human body? So let's start. Before starting a discussion which one is the dangerous, let's understand what is voltage and what is current. As I already mentioned about these two quantities in our previous tutorial, but now voltage is the potential difference between any 2 points in electrical circuit. And the current is the rate at which electron flows from one point to another point in the electronic circuit. Or you can say the current flowing through the entire circuit as well. The voltage and the current are categorized into two major sections. One is DC voltage or a DC current, another one is AC voltage or AC current. Basically, AC voltage or current is the type of electrical quantity which changes its direction with a certain specific time period. For example, 50 cycles per second. That's why we have a 50 Hz along with the 230 volt in the AC. DC voltage and the current is the type of electrical quantity which flows in one direction without any fluctuations. That's why it doesn't have any frequency along with its saying, say a 5 volt DC or maybe a 12 volt DC. Generation, conversion, transmission and measurement of AC voltage is much easier compared to the DC voltage and the current. According to the biology and the electrical engineering theory, we understand that AC voltage is having oscillations and fluctuations. Because of that, it is harmful for any living organs compared to the DC voltage. But the detail about this we'll discuss further. Among the voltage and current, which one is the dangerous? According to electrical theory, voltage is more dangerous because the amount of energy transformation is directly proportional to the voltage of the source. And if we have a greater voltage at the source, that means higher the energy transmission, which also yields to a risk involved in human error or fatal error in the transmission process. That's why voltage is more dangerous. However, the actual danger of any electrical source is dependent on so many factors like what is the voltage, what is the current rating, and what is the direction of flow of electrical quantity, and also what type of a quantity it is, whether it is a AC quantity or DC quantity. As I already mentioned, AC is more dangerous than DC. That's why it also matters to understand whether that particular source is dangerous for human or not. Now let's consider a two scenario to understand this concept much better. The AC electrical equipments. This is the scenario number one which we are considering. We all know that most of AC equipments in our home are run by 230 volt AC directly from an Indian socket with a 50 Hz of frequency and very widely used and everybody knows about it. These AC equipments are more dangerous than a DC powered equipments. Say for example, if you are using any battery operated portable device which is not so dangerous than these directly connected to 230 volt AC equipments. With 230 volt of AC voltage and a 32 ampere of a high current can be fatal to a human body. Because of oscillating AC voltage that can flow through our organs, it can kill our organs or even entire body with just a fraction of a second. That's why AC voltage is very dangerous with respect to 230 volt directly from the socket. Sometimes we experience a little shock on some equipments which are not having a proper earthing. Those little shocks also make you feel frozen for a moment. That's how dangerous AC voltage if you touch it directly. And it can be very fatal to you if you do not understand how to recover yourself within the second. That's why be careful when you are using any AC equipments without having a proper grounding. Let us consider a second scenario of the DC electrical sources. In Indian Railways, we have seen that 110 volt DC voltage being very popular for mobile charging or laptop charging. Of course, they are not used for high-end electrical equipments, which doesn't work as well, but they can be used for charging your mobiles or any gadgets. These electrical sources are having a max to max 3 ampere or maybe 10 ampere of current flowing in entire railway. Based on the compartment and based on the electrical equipments you connect to them, it will deliver the current. This 110 volt DC of 3 ampere is not as dangerous as 230 volt 32 ampere of current. That's why the DC voltage of 110 volt is not so dangerous. However, this 110 volt DC can cause injuries or damage to your organs. That's why, again, be careful when you are not having a proper knowledge how to handle this particular voltage. Now with this information, I think you are able to understand that AC voltage or AC current is much dangerous than a DC voltage or a DC current. However, again, it depends on the amplitude of the voltage and the current level. It is always better to be very safe, careful and conscious when you are using any electrical sources at any point of time. I hope you enjoyed the entire video about which one is dangerous among voltage or current. See you again in the next video. Until then, happy learning. Namaskaram.